Okay, hi guys. So this story is about the Queen's loss. Okay, this is part two because I've already read part one. Let me read. Oh my gosh. So this is level Z. Okay, so that's so so long. Okay, maybe I will read this for you guys. Okay, let's turn this right here and read. Okay, let's read. After I refuse her offer, the queen commands us to be gone and begins to clamp the dice with dismissive wave of her hand. I sense the sands around me begin to shift and change as the floor rises toward us like a glittery tsunami, causing the muddied cephaloids to release. Everyone flee. I can't, won't let this happen. We've come too far. No! I scream and slam my foot onto the ground, sending the force of my will at the upsurge and spill it into with the sounds of a great bottle shattering. Mother, stop this! Thomas bellows and pounds through the fissure with the rest of hers close behind. The queen pauses on the stairs. Her head drops slightly as she snaps her fingers and the entire room reverberates as the ceiling begins to collapse. I concentrate on creating a protective shelf around us as we run, deflecting, deflecting immense, immense chunks of ornate stone and transferring them into harmless sand. I command you to leave. The queen's voice explodes around us as more debris hurls through the air and the ground becomes like thick porridge flowing in the opposite direction, slowing us down. Her attacks are unfocused, like the desperate flailing of an angry child, and am able to counter each one easily. Soon we are ascending the stairs of the dice. The queen's expression is poor fury as she glares at us. But I have seen enough tantrums of Chick to recognize the melancholy underneath. Why do you insist? The queen starts, but trails off. She looks at all of us, but I can tell she's avoiding looking at Thomas. Mother, Thomas says quietly, the word tears through her, and I can perceive a slight chink in her furious armor, which gives me an idea. I concentrate on Thomas, imagining him as the boy who led us through, who led us out of the hollow so long ago, except I take away his ghostliness, making him look like a real boy. The white fur silently transforms into skin and colors and clothes. and Thomas, the boy, stands before the queen. The queen's lips constrict and her eyes soften. Tears begin to gather and run down her cheeks, leaving streaks in the dust that has settled there. "Oh, Thomas," she whispers, "I'm sorry. It was it was never supposed to be like this." We hear the sounds of glass cracking and shattering around us as the stained glass windows on either side of the dais break, and Jake and Sarah stumble out in the look of sand. "What happened?" Sarah asks groggily before sees her mother and sprints toward her. The two share a tearful embrace as Sarah cries, "It's really you! It's really you!" Jack squeals with glee and says, "That was fun, let's do it again." Uncle Jasper and I gather him into the biggest hug. "Ugh, you're crushing me," Jack says. The reunion is short-lived, though as sounds of destruction continue to erupt around us. We can see the night sky through the crumbled roof, and the incredible towers which have begun to snap and plummet, disintegrating into glittery, glowing grains of sand. Around us, the place begins to collapse, falling to the ground in great plumes of sparkling dust. For such an impressive structure, its destruct takes only minutes, and as a breeze begins to clear the dust clouds away, we watch the collapse spread outward, consuming the solid areas as far as we can see. Beautiful dunes shimmer the moonlight around us. Oh, look at the queen, guys. Oh my gosh, she's so old. She looks so old. This one, she looks so young but sad. This one, she looks very old but happy. Wow. Okay. Oh my god, this is gonna be so long. Soon the brightly colored heads of cephaloids begin to emerge from the sand and set creeps, each with complicated tentacles, gestures that seem to mean they know each other. As this is happening, I return my attention to the queen, who has suddenly become ancient. Her brown hair has turned snow white, and her porcelain skin is wrinkled and nearly translucent. She looks shrunken and frail within her dress, and I realize she must have been using the power of the sand to maintain her youthful appearance. Thomas clutches one of her withered hands, and she gestures with the other for me to approach. "Thank you, child," she says in a raspy voice, "for refusing me and focusing me to realize what I was doing." Her body is cracking by a dry cough, for a moment before she turns her attention back to me. Oh my god, this is gonna be so long. Maybe you guys can wait. Okay, if you want to read this, maybe you can pause the video to read this. Okay, I'm not gonna give you 5 seconds. Okay, five, four, three, two, one. Okay, now I will read this on my own then. Wait for me.